Hi there, welcome to today's video. I'm Emily Briscoe. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I know I look a bit different. I'm not coming on full glam, hair done. I decided to change it up because I kept on forgetting to do my intros with that, and it started to become a whole process where I would have to because right after I'm done filming sometimes I'll rip off my eyelashes and then I'm just like, I don't have my intro. So I decided to come on, before I did the glam, and yeah. So today is a book talk Thursday video. Yay! So this is gonna be a bit different because the book that I've been telling you guys that I've been trying to get into and read, I got into it the first 3 chapters and then I disliked it throughout. I just thought it was an exciting book. It just was not for me, personally, for me. I thought there'd be more of a catcher, get you hooked in. I got confused during the writing, personally. It was just, I don't know, wishy-washy. Not wishy-washy. It's a good book. It is a good book. But personally for me, it wasn't my taste of books I like to read. So the book I'm talking about today is Orientation Week. It's by the author Ruby Vincent. It's a high school bully romance book. It's a 4-hour book, so it's a pretty short book. It's about the first week of the school. I got through 3 hours of the book and I stopped the last hour of the book because it just wasn't catching my interest anymore. So let's just hop right into the makeup. Today is just going to be the eyes, and we will talk about this book more. Can we tell I'm actually filming with my camera today because I can actually zoom in? I'm excited. So today's palette that we're going into, I know I did a tutorial on this, but I'm really wanting to go into the purpley shades in here. I'm going in with the Tati beauty palette today. Don't mind it's dirty, I know. I just think this is a great palette. This palette is cruelty-free, vegan, and it's made in the United States. It is just so beautiful. I am going into these shades today, and I'm going to go in a little bit of the orange shades as well for my crease color, but I am just so excited. I'm going to be working with this color up here. And I think I might go into a little bit of this one as well. But let's just hop right into this book talk. So let's just get right into the eye makeup. So I am going in with this orange shade and I'm putting this in my crease. Okay, so to start off with the book, your main character her name is Zila, but a lot of people call her Z. And she is basically, her mom is not a hippie, but she is very woman power, stuff like that. You don't need a man for anything. So I mean, it was a different book that I've read. I've never read a book like this, but what turned me off is how it seemed like a book with multiple lovers, which that's perfectly fine. I've read books like that. It's just, it felt like it was taking forever to get into the lover thing and meet her character who she's going to be loving. So that's one reason why it turned me off. I personally like books that you find out who the characters are, or at least you can tell. I couldn't tell with this book, which that's what turned me off. But Zila has basically been homeschooled her whole life. She's moved a couple of countries with her mom. They traveled throughout her life. She's fluent in 3 languages, which I think it's Spanish, French, and I can't remember what the last language is, which is pretty cool. But when she moved back home, it was time for her to start high school because she didn't want to be homeschooled anymore, and her mom didn't think that she could homeschool her for high school. And Zila is very, her subject is math. She's very big on math. Excuse my phone. My phone's going off right now. But she's very big on math, and regular high schools would not exceed her math because she's passed every single math class, like from homeschool, that traditional high schools start. Like, she's already passed through the education for it, so she basically has to go to a private school type of situation, which her mom is very against. Her mom is a writer, very big on women's rights. The school that she is attending, that she wants to attend, is Break Battle Prep, which I'll get more into that after I finish this summary. So her mom is a writer and like big on women's rights and stuff like that. And basically that school is all about like men power. I mean, they do have girls and guys that go to that school, but they separate the girls and guys. They put guys in higher classes than the girls. Guys have more like of a better education than the girls. So her mom is very against that school. Her whole family is. But something happens to where Zila knows that she has to go to that school, and she'll do anything to go to that school. And she was planning this behind her mother's back. Her mother didn't know that Zila wanted to go to this school. Zila made a plan with her cousin that she was going to pretend to be a guy for the semester that is coming up so she can attend Break Battle Prep. So I'm currently going in, after now I'm done with that orange, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, the more burgundy shade, and I'm going to apply that in my crease as well and blend that halfway up. So she made a plan, but she never told her mom until like a week before orientation. She signed up and everything, and to get her mom on board, she said, "I'll help you get information for the school so you can have it in your book," which her mom was writing a women's fiction book, and she wanted to show how like women are equal to men, basically. Very powerful. Like, her mom's very powerful, like in that sense. Like, she doesn't support a lot of things, but Zila wanted to go to this school because it has a great math program, and she knew that she had to go because other high schoolers could not have it. So that was one of the big arguments that Zila had with her mom, is that like the math is so much better at Break Battle High School, or Break Battle Prep. So her mom was on board, and her aunt was the hard one to like get on board with because her aunt did not want her to go. But in the book, it turns out that Zila's dad actually went to the school, which Zila's dad wanted nothing to do with her when he found out that she, like, her mom was pregnant with her, and basically just like left Zila before she was even born. So Zila doesn't know, but she knows that her dad went to that school, and she thought maybe she could get information if she went to that school as well about her dad too. So she was pretending to be a guy, which is pretty hard for that school because Break Battle, which this is what really caught me into the book too. Break Battle is basically you're battling for spots. So there are classes that the school has. So like in normal high school, there's like D classes, and in this school, there's no AP classes. There is the elite classes, A, B, C, D, and F, which means like elite is like top dog, A is top dog, and then B and C, like when you go down, it's not really, it's like more of like the like shittier side, basically. So everyone's fighting for the elite spot and an A spot or a B spot. Now, Zila didn't know this before she signed up. They don't put this on the website. If she knew, she wouldn't have done it because they share rooms with guys, and Zila's basically has like bondings to not show anything. So basically she's just worried about that, like guys finding out her identity. when she gets there orientation week, there are battles and like tests. And the battles, basically, you battle someone for their spot. Basically, you're battling them to win their top dog spot. Which got me like confused when they were like explaining it too, because it wasn't really like, it was explained, but it was basically Zila just freaking out of what this was gonna happen. So I was kind of confused on that part, but when I found out like how it was going down, it made a lot of sense to me. So basically, you have to be tested into what spot you are going to be in, if you're going to be elite or if you're going to be A, C, D, like basically like that. So you're tested on your strength and your test scores, which test scores overall are more important than the strength, but they still put the strength in because this is basically a school to help you like throughout like life. So basically, Zila did not know this when she signed up, and orientation week will have you do the different tests. So the tests go from swimming, which Zila cannot do because she cannot wear a guy's bathing suit and have just like her chest hanging out. So if you don't go through a battle, then you'll just get a 0, and you have to hope that you get tested higher, like you test higher. So it's swimming, wrestling, basketball, running, and because she couldn't do like half of like what they wanted her to do, so basically for like wrestling, she stole like a girl's one and she got made fun of. But Zila's very smart. Like she just like watches people's body movements. That's how she like almost won her first challenge, because she'll like watch. She's never played sports before, but she knows how to study people really well. And she's very, 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 very smart too. Is very, very smart. And she basically makes a fool of herself because she's never been in like school with guys, so she doesn't really know how to act like a guy. And she embarrassed herself by going up to a guy and sitting next to him, and apparently he's like famous, and she goes and sits right next to him, and he like freaks out at her, and she ends up like crying and running away, and she doesn't think she can go through with this school. She thinks it's going to be too hard for her, like her emotions are getting in the way, and she's scared that she's going to get caught, because she's like, what are people going to think if I get caught? Is smart. She watches people, she knows how to study them, and the elite class, they want her really bad, because she is just like, they never seen someone that can speak as many languages as she can, so they want her, and she doesn't understand like why, because she's just like everyone else there is super duper 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 smart. They wouldn't have been able to get in if they weren't smart. So I am gonna go in with a little bit of glitter glue to get more of a sticky base. So I'm going in with the NYX glitter glue, and I'm just applying that where I applied that eyeshadow at, that purple one. So yeah, basically Zila doesn't know how to act around guys because she's never been like around guys. She's only really been around her mom and her cousin, and her aunt. So she doesn't really know how to act when the guys like talk to her and stuff. So basically she makes a fool of herself, but she does make a friend. His name is Adam, and I mean, at first I thought that could be her love interest, but then the book like changed, and then there's this guy named London. I thought that he could be. There's this guy named Creed, I think. I thought he could be. So I just got like confused, and I thought it was going to be a book about multiple lovers. And I mean, this book does have like mixed reviews about it. A lot of it says like it's slow to getting to the point. And a lot of them say like, I thought it'd be like a different ending than how it ended. So it is a lot of mixed reviews. So I mean, you just really gotta read it for yourself. But basically, like, Zila doesn't know how to act around guys. She's never been around guys to, like, act around. Hila is just, she's a great character. I mean, I've read the reviews for the other books, and apparently she keeps her like identity hidden for a long time. It's just, I could not get into this book. I mean, the writing is so good. And who reads it is a fantastic way she reads it. It's just the storyline and the lovers is what I could not get into. Oh, just look how beautiful that is. Okay, I'm going to take the sparkly black shade and I'm going to put it over the black that I had. This might totally ruin the look though. Should I? Book. A lot of people love the book. It's just, it was not for me personally. I do need more book reviews because I don't know what it is. I just cannot get into books right now. I feel like there hasn't really been anything new too on Audible. I mean, Audible's great. I love Audible. That's how I read, like that's where I go to get my books. I just think it's awesome. You can just listen. I'm going to do my face makeup and I will be back to do my lower lash line. We are back. We have the face done and I did curl my hair. But yeah. Looking a little glam today. I don't know, I feel bad about saying how I don't like this book, but it just was not for me. Books are for different, like, books fit into everyone's, like, cup of tea, and then this one, it wasn't for me. I'm not saying it's not for anyone else. Like, read it if you want to. I mean, it was a good book, the writing is good, it just was not in my cup of tea. I actually am going to try to read it again. Maybe just not right now. I think in a little bit I will try to read it again. But yeah, it did not work out for me. I am taking that purple shade and I'm just bringing it down my lower lash line and smoking it up. Okay, and now to blend that, because that is not blended yet, we are going to take that orange shade. Also, like a perfect fall eyeshadow palette too. I'm not sure the price. I'll find the price, but I'm not sure the price because I got it for Christmas last year. But it is just a great product. I highly recommend. I'm going in with the Lash Princess by Essence. This was just in my favorites. I did just get it a couple weeks ago, but I am absolutely loving it. That is done. I am going to put the lashes on and I will be right back. Okay, that is it. I hope we enjoyed today's video. I know this is a different one because I said that I was getting into the books, but I was into it and then I don't know what happened. I don't know what scene it happened in. I lost interest. I tried to read it for like about an hour more and I was just like, I can't anymore. It's a great book. It's written beautifully. It was just not my cup of tea. Books are different for everyone though, so I just want like to throw that out there. Books are different for everyone. Personally, this was not one of my favorites. It was a good book, but it just didn't fit into the categories that I like. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give me recommendations for books I should read. I'm thinking about reading Colleen Hoover's books maybe next. I hear a lot of good things about her books, but I just really personally have never read from her. So yeah, let me know any book recommendations you want me to do. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notifications to be notified every time I upload. And make sure you're following my other social medias to be notified about any changes to my channel or if I'm not uploading that day. And just to stay updated on my life, you know? Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoy. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.